Study suggests video games can help mental health. By Associated Press, adapted by News ELA staff on 12/15/20. Nintendo Switch game consoles on display at Nintendo's official store in Tokyo, Japan. Oxford University researchers conducted a study on how playing video games affects the mental health of game players. Mental health is a person's emotional well-being. The study used data provided by video game makers. This was a rare collaboration between scientists and the game industry. For a long time, scientists have been hoping to better understand how playing video games impact people. They wanted to understand the effects of video games on behavior and feelings of well-being. However, a lack of transparency from game makers has been a challenge. Game making companies were previously unwilling to share information about players with researchers. Plants vs. Zombies in Animal Crossing. The Oxford Internet Institute is a department of Oxford University in England. Researchers there study the role of the internet in society. The results of their study have come during a time when video game sales have boomed. The COVID-19 pandemic has led to many restrictions on public life. Video games have been a source for fun of many people who are stuck at home. The research results are based on survey responses from people who are age 18 and older. The participants played the video games Plants vs. Zombies, Battle for Neighborville, and Animal Crossing: New Horizons. The company Electronic Arts made Plants vs. Zombies, and Nintendo of America made Animal Crossing. About 2,750 players of Animal Crossing and 518 players of Plants vs. Zombies responded to the survey. They answered questions about their experiences playing these games. Then their responses were matched up to the amount of time spent playing, based on information provided by Electronic Arts and Nintendo of America. Time and enjoyment levels have an effect. Researchers found that the amount of time spent playing was a small but significant positive factor in well-being, in the people's well-being. The paper said the level of enjoyment that players get from a game could be important too. It's a bigger factor for people's well-being than playing time. In other words, how happy a game makes you while you play it may have a bigger impact on mental health than how much time you spend playing it. Andrew Pizbliski is the director of research at the Oxford Internet Institute. He says researchers need deeper partnerships with gaming companies. This way they can study how games impact a wider sample of players over time. Scientists debate the findings. The paper has not been peer-reviewed yet. Peer reviews is when a group of scientists' research is evaluated by other scientists who work in the same field. Still, experts who weren't involved in the research said it showed some strength. For example, it used study participants' exact playing time. The fact that it's electronic data collected over the device is very good, said Paul Corkin, a psychiatrist. A psychiatrist is a doctor who studies illness of the mind. Corkin has also studied video gaming in children. He said he had lingering questions about the study and the self-reporting nature of the survey was a weakness. However, he said the researchers presented their findings in a balanced way. Joseph Hilgard is an assistant professor of social psychology at Illinois State University. He studies how the feelings and behaviors of people influenced by others. He also noted some limitations to the study. He said that this is a correlation data. This means that the two kinds of data in the research, emotional well-being and video game playtime, are related in a specific way. But that does not necessarily mean playing video games causes emotional well-being. The study doesn't have enough information to show that. For example, Hilgard pointed out, Respondents may have been playing other games at the same time, for which playtime wasn't tracked. Maybe those games had a positive or negative effect on well-being too.